producing countries meet in Equatorial Guinea for 5th Gas Summit. Plans underway to expand Nigeria's digitization agenda. Continuous professional development for teachers tops the agenda as education managers meet. Hello and welcome to Panorama on the network service of the NTA. I'm Lydia Odije Ochi. Thank you for joining us. President Muhammadu Buhari has joined his counterparts from other gas exporting countries for the 5th Gas Summit now underway in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea. The president was accorded a befitting reception on arrival at Malabo International Airport by a high-powered government delegation led by Prime Minister Francisco Pascual Obama Asue. Others at the airport were the Nigerian ambassador to Equatorial Guinea, Toko Ali Gogolong, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mines and Steel Development, Minister of State Petroleum Resources, and the Group Managing Director of the NNPC. The one-day meeting first held in Africa is being attended by leaders of major gas-producing nations of the world that account for 70% and 80% of global gas reserves and production, respectively. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports that Nigeria is home to the largest proven natural gas reserves in Africa, with over 202 trillion cubic feet and the 9th largest in the world. The Malabo Summit therefore provides a veritable platform for President Buhari to reaffirm the nation's commitment to the broad objectives of the forum. These include supporting the sovereign rights of member countries over their natural gas resources, their ability to independently plan and manage the resources for sustainable, efficient, and environmentally conscious development for the benefit of their people. The Nigerian delegation will also use the opportunity to discuss current trends in the global gas market, potential policies for the energy sector, and opportunities for collaboration. At the end of the 5th Gas Summit, the Malabo Declaration is expected to be adopted. Experts in information technology solution providers and other relevant key players have been tasked to brainstorm and come up with a comprehensive report that will help Nigeria to benefit maximally from the current global multi-billion-dollar digital economy. President Muhammadu Buhari, who made the request at the opening of this year's E-Nigeria conference, specifically made a case for the improvement and expansion of the nation's digitization agenda for the betterment of the country. State House correspondent Adamu Sambu has details.
The 2019 E-Nigeria conference with the theme National Digital Economy is focusing on transforming the Nigerian economy for sustainable development. The climax of the opening ceremony was the unveiling by President Muhammadu Buhari of the National Digital Economy Strategy that provides policy direction for digitizing Nigeria. Describing digital economy as an absolute necessity, President Buhari noted with delight that the information and communications technology sector has this year alone contributed 13.85% to the nation's GDP.
This clearly shows the importance and potential of the ICT sector to our job creation and economic diversification agenda. Our recent introduction of the Nigerian e-government master plan will further consolidate our successes to date and increase interoperability among the different ministries, departments, and agencies of government. I have therefore directed the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy to develop training and sensitization programs that will be rolled out across all key MDAs with immediate effect to ensure seamless implementation of the master plan.
The President, however, said as the nation continues to explore the abundant opportunities in the ICT sector for sustainable socio-economic development, people must remain mindful of its threats.
We encourage all Nigerians to ensure that their phones are properly registered. As a government, our priority is to protect the lives and property of all Nigerians.
Chief convener of the conference and Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantani, enumerated with pride the giant strides recorded so far since his assumption of office.
The skills we have started providing has also started yielding results. Our plan is to make sure we create millions of digital jobs for Nigerians. So far, we are on track.
We believe the digital economy can add 1 trillion naira per year to Nigeria within the next 4 years and create a shared prosperity for our people.
The E-Nigeria Conference is a veritable platform for ICT awareness creation, developing appropriate framework and setting goals for best practices towards properly positioning Nigeria in the global information society.
The outcome is expected to guide Nigeria benefit maximally from the current global multi-billion-dollar economy.
NIDA has started next level reforms to position Nigeria on the world map of global digital competitive nations.
Highlights of the ceremony was the presentation of awards to some Nigerian ICT startups that left their mark on the global stage. Abdulkadir Bashir, a Nigerian artificial solutions provider, was the overall global winner at this year's Gulf Information Technology Exhibition with his application Chineke Guard, developed to convey any suspicious activity in a given area on a real-time basis. Osawaru Stephen was also recognized as one of the finalists at the competition with his application 247 Medic, designed to link patients with their doctors anywhere in the world. President Buhari promised that his administration will encourage and support such digital entrepreneurs to develop innovative solutions for local and global challenges. In Abuja, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
In another development, President Muhammadu Buhari has said the federal government will continue to do everything within its power towards safeguarding the interests of investors in Nigeria. Granting audience to the chairman of Total Group Worldwide, Mr. Patrick Puyan, on a courtesy visit. He expressed the belief that investments cannot thrive in an atmosphere of social and political instability. Again, State House correspondent Adamu Sambu has that one.
President Muhammadu Buhari said the relationship between Nigeria and Total has been long and mutually beneficial. The federal government, he said, wants it sustained and deepened further. The president consequently promised to ensure social and political stability across the country so that investors can continue to recover their investments. This, he said, is the government's duty that must be carried out so as to maintain the desired mutual confidence between Nigeria and all those contributing to the economy. The chairman and chief executive officer of Total Group Worldwide, Mr. Patrick Puyan, had told the president that apart from oil and gas, which is the company's core activity, they are also willing to develop the solar power potentials of Nigeria. As he puts it, our portfolio is large and therefore we have many more projects to come. He said with a huge prospect of Nigeria in oil and gas, more development activities are possible. Total and Nigeria, he emphasized, need to keep the momentum as the group is prepared to commit more investments to Nigeria. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Panorama now continues with Agatha in Benin. We apologize for the audio challenge. Let's go ahead. President Muhammadu Buhari says, although Nigeria is rich in petroleum resources, the enormous challenges confronting the country virtually renders the oil earnings insignificant. The president stated this while receiving an audience the Cuban ambassador to Nigeria, Carlos Trey Sosa. Again, Adamu Sambu has that.
The Cuban envoy, Carlos Sosa, was in the State House on a farewell visit after completing his tour of duty to Nigeria that lasted 5 years. President Buhari described as pleasing the relations between Cuba and Nigeria, particularly the hand of fellowship extended in, amongst others, healthcare and transfer of knowledge. Nigeria, he said, has deficit in infrastructure, education, and many other areas, but Cuba has always been very helpful. He explained that what the nation earns from oil does not meet her needs and appreciated Cuba for being friendly and supportive. President Buhari hopes that the relations between the two countries will work stronger. The Cuban ambassador, Carlos Sosa, thanked Nigeria and Nigerians for the warmth, love, and friendship accorded him, saying he will never forget the country. As he puts it, I am not just being polite, I mean every word. We appreciate Nigeria a great deal. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NT News.
The federal government says it intends to diligently adopt continuous professional development for teachers in the country, in addition to a detailed work plan and achievements of the government in teacher education and welfare. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo made this known at the opening of 2019 Nigeria's annual education conference in Abuja. State House correspondent Jide Onifade reports.
Evidence from around the world, as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo explains, has shown that the quality of education outcomes is very much dependent on the quality of teaching. As Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says, students placed with high-performing teachers performed 3 times better than those with low-performing teachers.
If we're able to resolve the educational challenge, we will also resolve to a very large extent the poverty challenge. Choices that lie before us are very clear. Investing in relevant education, by that I mean education that would equip the child with the best possible skills. Today, digital skills, civic skills, innovative skills, education that equips to function optimally in a world that is increasingly being defined by the developments in what is called the 4th Industrial Revolution.
And getting children to school and ensuring that they are instructed in appropriate surroundings with the right equipment is just one part of the equation that the Vice President says the federal government is targeting.
It's up to us, really. Every country, in my view, and when I say every country, it's not just the government, the civil society, the private sector, every one of us must feel that we are mandated by history, mandated to do something concrete about the education of our children.
The ministry has been able to find very
Education is central to transforming the world, and Minister of State for Education, Chukwuemeka Nwajuba, says Nigeria is committed to improving the quality of teaching and learning outcomes geared towards achieving the Education 2030 agenda, especially the Sustainable Development Goals.
The Federal Ministry of Education, in line with this administration's agenda, will continue to consider the improvement of education as a top priority.
Professor Margaret Miheso Okonon from Kenya draws the attention of participants to the imperative of indigenous languages and the involvement of the community in the education of the child.
We have people with so much intelligence, so much hands-on, who can pick up a skill and provide a solution for society, but they have been left behind. Literacy among the adults has not been met. And this literacy is not just about reading and numeracy, but it is about being part and parcel of the education system.
The theme of the conference is Education for Sustainable Livelihoods, a system approach to strengthening the sector for productivity and global competitiveness. In Abuja, Jide Onifade, NT News.
Over 4,400 new wigs joined the Nigerian bar. We have details shortly. Don't go away.
The struggle for independence had been a long and tough one. Our founding fathers and compatriots sacrificed their comfort and even shed their blood. We cannot at this point in history afford to spirit away their sacrifices for immediate but temporary gains of today. Let us emphasize what unites and not what divides us. Working for the unity of purpose with a stronger vision for a better tomorrow. NTA. growing with the nation.
Together, no matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us give us one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Put Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country. No matter our differences, show some understanding. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
Nigeria, the only country we can train with remarkable potentials to excel. Let us believe in ourselves and change our attitude for the sake of our country and generations unborn. Let us revive our cultural values, which are our essence as a nation. Let us renew the spirit of patriotism and hope in our dear country. Do not take or give bribe. Be punctual always. No more African time. We can't expect to be global citizens and operate on African time. Join the queue. Insist that people are attended to on a first-come basis, no matter who they are or where they come from.
Nigeria, good people, great nation.
Welcome back. Imbibing the culture of productivity for the attainment of creativity, hard work, and commitment to economic development is a clarion call to all Nigerians at the 18th National Productivity Day, the conferment of National Productivity Order of Merit Award. 25 individuals and 7 organizations have been recognized for their excellent contributions to the well-being of Nigeria, which is the essence of the celebration of the Productivity Day. Emmanuel Ayimiru was there.
It is another time for Nigeria to say well done to our citizens and corporate organizations who in the last 12 months added value in different sectors of the economy. This year, industrial giants Aliko Dangote, Oba Otudeko, Tony Ilumelu were all recognized for job creation, promotion of entrepreneurship, and locally made products, and many others, both in public service and the private sector, walked up the podium for a handshake and plague.
What we do at the Tony Melu Foundation is to arm people to become creators of jobs.
And this achievement of today is making me to work more hard.
For those still in service, the award is to make them encourage the young ones to strive for excellence.
You're not working because you want to please your boss. You should work to improve the system.
Of particular interest is the recognition of the Kwakendo Foundation for its contribution to the well-being of the physically challenged, and they are using this to seek the establishment of the Disability Commission.
When the commission is set up, there will be a lot of advantages for the over 23 million persons with disability in Nigeria.
SGF boss Mustafa, who delivered President Muhammadu Buhari's message, says government will continue to provide a platform that will trigger, sustain growth momentum.
It's only such sustained efforts that can transform our national economy to become more productive, secure, stable, and competitive.
GDP growth is not too encouraging. That deficit, we need to cover it up. And it's from hard work, dedication to work.
So what will now be our concern is sustainability.
The award, which is said to promote healthy competition among prospective recipients, facilitates more quality service delivery to the nation. Emmanuel Ayemiru, NT News.
A total of 4,458 successful candidates at the August 2019 bar final examination have now become legal practitioners. This followed a colorful call to bar ceremony held in Buhari, Abuja. Olabode Arewa reports.
The solemnness with which the members of the body of bench
benchers entered the hall where the call to bar was to take place, revealed the uniqueness of the ceremony. Those were the new legal practitioners receiving the charge to uphold the rule of law at all times. Out of the number, 147 of them graduated with first-class honors, 741 of them second-class upper, and 2,247 of them in second-class lower. Abiru Mayowa Mubashiru, who emerged the best student, carted away 10 prizes.
I'm so proud, as my family are very proud of me. I was successful. I just want to say thank you.
This means a lot to me because I have worked hard for it.
It was hectic, but we tried our best.
This is the kind of day, one of those life events any parent wishes and prays to witness.
Vice Chairman of the Body of Benchers, Joe Okocha, SAN, is confident that the rigorous training imparted in the new weeks would help the cause of jurisprudence.
And lawyers are expected to show demonstrable understanding and successfully integrate the various bodies of skills and learning, both legal and non-legal, to provide value to the discerning clients.
I advise them, if you want to understand rules of this profession very, very seriously.
Attendance at the law school is a necessary requirement for anyone aspiring to practice law in Nigeria. In Abuja, Olabodarewa, NTA News.
Sports is next. Super Eagles move up in latest FIFA rankings. Kene Magbodike brings us details and more on Sports Update.
Nigeria Super Eagles moved up 4 places to 31st in the world, maintaining 3rd in Africa in the latest FIFA ranking released Thursday. Senegal, Tunisia, Algeria and Morocco make up top 5 in Africa, while Belgium, France, Brazil, England and Uruguay maintain top 5 in the world. With the curtain set to fall on the 2019-2020 Nigeria Volleyball Premier League in Abuja Saturday, expectations are high on Nigeria Customs, Nigeria Police and Nigeria Security achieving the first call to shine at the grand finale following their strings of victories in the round-robin competition.
Being what we are, I thank God that we are able to prove that civil defense is still civil defense.
Bauchi State Hockey Team emerged winners of the 2019 National Under-21 Hockey Championship, which ended Wednesday at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. The team claimed the title after winning all 4 matches of the championship, which featured 5 teams.
At this prime age, between 11 to 21 to 25, if you don't find something productive for the youth, positively, you will go and do something negatively.
Niger Flickers hockey team Thursday departed the nation for 2019 African Cup for Clubs Championships slated for Egypt December 1 to 8. The MENA-based team, who opened their campaign on the 2nd of December, is competing against 6 clubs from 4 countries, including Ghana and Sudan.
We hosted last year here, but the result